First one of the day, just come out for a few hours and just had a little common, nothing big, but they're all welcome, especially in December. Ain't a bad little fish, it's all right. This is one from Little Club Water. That's I don't think it's really fish much, I'm not sure, but you don't see many people here in the winter, which is great. And you do have to work it a little bit, but you catch them all the same. Got a big old rudder on him, and it's really deep out there, so he put up a good old scrap, and I'm loving it. I'm gonna get the rods back out and see if we can have another one or another couple. Be great. Cheers.
Come and sit your ass down now, come get down, go raw. Baby, you're a god, baby, we could dance off alone in the house on moonlight song. Make us both sad now, it goes on and on and on and on and on. You can take your pants off.
Well pleased with this one. Beautiful colours on it. That's what I love, the December mirrors. Look at that. Well pleased. That's what we come for. Going for those mirrors. Some really nice, pretty mirrors in here. And I say, you catch so many commons these days. Just nice to have some mirrors from time to time. And here's a pretty one. Colours on that, gorgeous. There you go, mate. Look at that. So it's about 3 o'clock. Both the rods are back out on the spots. I'm fishing the winter waft the rig on both rods, because both the fish have come to the right hand rod, which has had the winter waft the rig on it, which comprises the little size 8 wire gape and the IQ. And it's funny, as soon as it comes around to being cold, I tend to do really well on it, so it just makes perfect sense to be using it. So I've done a little video on it. It's been up for some time now, so quite a lot of views actually. So I hope a lot of you have been using it. The rig itself is nothing fancy, but the way the corn sits above the hook, I think, is probably what makes it quite effective. Obviously the IQ and the little kicker and the swivel, it all works in perfect harmony. But yeah, it's definitely seems to be catching me quite a few fish, especially as it starts to get cold. I think they're only just after those little morsels, and so they're just picking up those single tiny little bits of corn. You can fish it with 2 bits of corn on the same hook, but I tend to just use 1 bit. Also, if you wanted to, or you had a plastic ban on your lake, you can always use like a wafter shaped boilie, or make some boilies that are wafter shaped yourself and fish a corn shaped, you know, boilie. But there's loads of companies out there that do toppers. The mainline ones that I use, they do flavours in all different flavours as well, like you can get your cell and all the rest of it. So yeah, so if you've got a ban, plastic ban, and you can't use them, then no reason why you can't use a topper of sorts. You know, the mainline guys make a topper which is just like a bit of corn, so I tend to use that, you know, if I have to, if I've got no choice. But other than that, it's the little colder sort of slow sinking corn I've done really well on. So hopefully I have time for another one. I've had 2. The second one was a really nice mirror. The first one was half decent common sort of thing, but they're lovely colours this time of year, and it's really clear, really gene clear water, this lake, particularly clear. So I'll show you in a bit. Ciao. So what I'm doing is I'm making up some small bags, and then rather than just putting the 10 millers in the bag and have them like that, what I'm doing is I'm putting them in the bag loose. Do your knot, but don't pull it down tight, so you've still got a bit of room for your boilie, for them to move around in, basically. And then do your other knot like you would, cut that off, put that away. And then what I'm doing is, with this is I'm just jigging it about a little bit until basically you end up with a nice tight parcel that's flat. Right, so rather than it being a ball of bait, you've got like a nice tidy flat parcel, and I just think that it's helping with the presentation. So what I'm doing is I'm just literally nicking leaving a little gap in between two or either side, but making sure my hook's clear of the being tight to those boilies. I don't want it to touch, and I'm just literally putting it through 2 or 3 of those holes so that it's nice and tight. And then when that goes down, you feel it down with the lead, and when that goes down, in theory it should land nice and flat, and you've got a nice patch of bait around it rather than a ball of bait. For some reason that just seems to be working better than a ball of bait. I don't quite know why, but perhaps the presentation once it gets to the bottom and melts is better than it would be in a ball. I don't know, but I'm just showing you what I'm doing and it's working, so might be something worth a try. Fish number 3. So this is the little rig I'm using. Tiny piece of slow sinking corn, a little size 8 wide gate, a little mini ring swivel, 7-inch length of 15-pound IQ with a loop to a quick change link, and that's a 2-ounce inline Gouda lead. went off last knockings just after it got dark. It was probably around about £20, between 18 and £20. Up a real good scrap, especially in the deep water there, really deep in front of us. Beautiful golden colours this time of year. That's fish number 4 on the little whip off the rig. Check it out. Thanks, mate. So yeah, so well pleased. Had 4 fish in the end, and I'm sweaty. I smell. I stink. I cut my hand. I don't know how I've done that, but I'm gonna go home and have a nice shower. And it's nearly Christmas, so this is going to be the last video I do before Christmas probably. Not done one for ages and ages and ages. So Merry Christmas. Hope you all have a lovely time, and I wish you all the best. And I'll see you in the new year.